dude, I had to take the fucking computer to the Apple store. Wasn't like taking a laptop either. I had to take a fucking iMac, like the big giant 27-inch desktop. And before you can't start writing in the fucking comment section, why did you buy a Mac? Why'd you buy it? When are you going to learn? I didn't buy it, okay? It was given to me by a family friend in perfect working condition, and as soon as I touched it, it broke. I don't think Apple is the problem, guys. I think it's me. I think it's definitely me, because you know what happened? I came home. My old laptop, the battery's dead. But, you know, it's almost 9 years old, so that's fine. Acceptable. 3 days out of a fucking $2,000 iMac that I didn't pay for, I don't like it. It kept turning off, right? While Keelan's using it, the editor that I have. He's trying to fucking make videos for you cunts, and the computer's just like, not today! Turns off. And for no reason too. Because you know when your computer shuts off, generally when you turn it back on, it goes, oh, your computer restarted because this happened, or it crashed because this. The computer seemed to have no idea why it was turning off. Normally the computers are pretty good. When they crash or when they turn off or restart, they're like, oh, we had to restart because I overheated, or this is out of date, or this or that is broken. It would just do it without warning and turn on like nothing happened. I had fucking amnesia, bro. It would just fall over and then fucking wake up and be like, who am I? What am I doing? Oh, editing? Yeah, I love to edit. And then it would do it again 6 times a day, sometimes not for 3 days. Completely random. I go through all the articles, all the help stuff. None of it worked. So then I get onto the Apple support, right? And then they go, okay, what you need to do at this point is it must be a hardware problem, because obviously the software has no idea what's going on, so there's no software errors, so it must be a hardware issue. I'll fucking get that fixed, right? I'm like, what's the issue? And they're like, we don't know. So you got to take it into the fucking Apple store. Dude, if you thought it was a shit time taking your phone into the Apple store, driving to the shopping center, finding a park when it's busy, going through the center with your phone that doesn't work, and then you get into the blue shirt cunt store, the Apple store, and there's all these fucking nerds walking around selling shit. You thought that was bad? Try doing it while you're carrying a fucking 15 kilo, 27-inch iMac computer through a shopping center, up escalators, down escalators, through the parking lot. Fucking exhausting. Everyone's staring at you like you've just stolen it from the nearest JB Hi-Fi, and you're walking through the center like it's yours. So we get into the fucking Apple store. 2/3 of the cunts in there seem to be staff, walking around in their blue shirts doing absolutely fuck all, tapping on their phones, talking to each other about how much Android sucks, which is true, but also shut the fuck up if you work in an Apple store. I reckon that every single employee of an Apple store, they get a personality uploaded to them. Every single person who goes in for an interview with the Apple store gets the job, because as soon as you're hired, they plug you into the system, delete your personality, and upload the same personality that every other cunt who works there has, which is insufferably boring. Hi, I'm the human equivalent of a phone with no apps on it. The most boring cunt on planet Earth. Polite, zero interest, nothing unique about it. Welcome to the Blue Shirt Cunt Store. I will be your assistant for today, Mr. Boring Cunt. How do you manage to be boring and annoying? That is a unique personality trait that every single cunt who works at the Apple store seems to have. So I take in my fucking giant 27-inch computer and I take it into the store, and I'm fucking holding the thing, right? None of these cunts come up to me. They're all off doing their own shit. I walk in with a computer, clearly desperately in need of help. Like, if you walk into an Apple store holding a 27-inch clearly used computer, that's like walking into a hospital with a baby who's been shot. Obviously, it's a fucking emergency. You would never do that unless it was a life-threatening emergency. Someone fucking help me. I walked in with the equivalent of a child that has been shot in the heart to a fucking hospital, and all of the doctors there looked at me and then went, gee, someone should help that guy, and then straight back to their fucking phones. Dude, what is this place? Talk to me, you fucking insufferably boring, annoying cunts. Anyway, so I walk up to one guy, I'm like, hey dude, I need some help. And he goes, oh, sorry, I'm about to give a presentation on how to use GarageBand. Well, how about instead of doing that, you leave the store and jump off a bridge, because that is not a presentation that needs to be given to anybody. And I'm incredibly sorry that that was something that you were taught and have to do every day. The guy's like, oh, I guess you need help. I'm like, yeah, you fucking reckon? Because at this point, I've been walking for 20 minutes. That's how big the shopping center was. From the car park to the fucking store, I've been walking for 20 minutes holding this giant computer. And I go, well, doorknob, this is fucked. fix it. And he goes, all right, man, I'll be right back. And then he goes to the back for some reason, right? Anyway, they come back and he goes, all right, let's take a look at your computer. He plugs it in. He boots it up. He starts doing this. He starts doing that. He runs diagnostics. He goes, blah, blah, blah. I talked to him for about 20 minutes about, have you tried this? I'm like, yes. Have you tried that? Yes. Have you tried this? Yes. He went through a list of fucking every single solution he could think of, and my answer to every single one of them was, I specifically remember doing that. Because you guys don't understand, me going to that Apple store is absolute ultimate last fucking resort. I would rather die than go there and find out that I could have done that at home to fix it. I exhausted every single solution. So he runs me through everything, and then he looks at me and he goes, wow, man, you've really tried everything. That's crazy. Like, I was the first person in IT history to actually try all of the different solutions that there are. He was absolutely dumbfounded. He's talking to my computer, doing all this stuff that only he can do. He starts running diagnostics and he goes, yeah, look, I've run all the software diagnostics. Looks like it's a hardware problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run one more and it should tell me which piece of hardware is the problem. And I'm like, great. And he goes, while this is running, I'm going to talk to a colleague and see what he thinks, because I've never seen this before. And I was like, well, there we go. I've got a unique problem. For once, it's not Apple just being fucking garbage and breaking for the normal reason. At least it's got a unique strain of AIDS, you know? At least that'll bring something exciting to his day. This is the highlight of his day, trying to work out what unique type of AIDS my computer has while trying to maintain a pleasant conversation with the angriest, biggest Australian man he's ever seen in his fucking life, who's clearly like a millisecond from snapping it. There's the fire and murder behind his eyes. On the surface, he looks calm. Underneath, he's planning out exactly how to take out the Apple store. And he looks at that Australian man and he knows deep down he could do it. Anyway, the diagnostic runs. Hard drive fine. Graphics card fine. This is fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. Gets down to the final thing, the RAM. And then there's an error. I'm like, oh my God, it must be the RAM. That's great, because RAM is really easy to replace, even in Macs. Great, that's good. I'll just take one of the RAM sticks out, replace it, bam, brand new computer. Okay, so it says there's an issue with the RAM, but the only issue is that it's not, you're using Samsung RAM. There's nothing wrong with it. The computer's just going, hey, this isn't made by Apple. And I'm like, oh, fuck. No one knows what the fuck's wrong with it. So he goes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the 2 Samsung RAM, and what you can do when you get home is you can turn it on and see if that works. And I said, why don't you take it out now and then we see if it works? And he goes, why don't you just do that at home? And I said, why don't I do that here? And he goes, how about you just do it at home and you can work it out yourself? Anyway, then I went home. Because I backed down and I was like, I was so fed up with it. I was like, whatever. He says it'll work. I'll try that. I go home. I turn it on. It doesn't turn on. It turns on, but it doesn't load. And it just sits on that fucking loading screen permanently. Great. Incredible. So I came in, right? This is what happened, right? If this was a hospital, this is what happened. I came in with a child who had been shot, had a life-threatening but survivable injury. And I said, someone help. My child has been shot and I'm in a hospital surrounded by professionals, the perfect environment, full of people who can save my son's life. Please help me. And then doctors came out of their surgery rooms. They came running. One of them was giving a presentation on GarageBand, and even he put down the iPad. And they all came round and they all said, don't worry, Lewis. This is a life-threatening injury, but I swear it. We will save your son. And I said, I trust you, doctors. I know you can save my son. I know you can do it. And then I handed over my son, suffering from a life-threatening but survivable and fixable issue, to the people who can save him. And then they pulled out a knife and stabbed him to death and finished the fucking job and killed him, and then kicked me out and said, you're welcome, fuckhead. I took my fucking computer in to get it fixed and they murdered it. Now it doesn't turn on. It's fucked. Nothing I can do. I've gone through all the troubleshooting, and you know what? I'm not taking it back. For fuck's sake, man. And you know what? It's not even my computer. So let me change that. That's like if I was babysitting someone's son and they got shot and I took it to the hospital and then they murdered the kid. Now I got to take its dead body back to the people who gave it to me and be like, hey, thanks for the computer. It's fucked irreparably. Enjoy. There you go. Don't need it anymore. I broke it in a week. So thanks, Apple, for that. Fucking awesome. And now Keelan is back to editing 5 days a week on a MacBook Air that he bought before he started working with me and is not for video editing because it's a MacBook Air. And the only thing those things are good for is Word documents and porn. So, guys, if there are any late videos this week, you fucking know why. Oh my God. Thanks for watching. Check out Spearhead Sundays on YouTube. I don't know if you can tell, but it comes out every Sunday. If you didn't know that, you might be too dumb to listen to it. Also, check me out on tour. My 2019 tour, No Slide Season, is on sale right now. Tickets are up at lousespears.com/gigs. Who knows? If I sell enough of them, I might even buy a PC. See you later, cunts.